Yeah, if we sit, like, do here, we're going to get the horrible rolling and stuff, and I just want to test cannons, man. I'm in it for your cannons. I ain't it for your revolution. So I would like... Mukushin. Load. The reason I like this is I can turn around and I need to bring my camera outside of the plane. I forgot that. Find that island. There it is. And I can fly over it and then just jump out. A lot quicker. Tap, jump, 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 jump. Yeah. Whee! Biplane. Not a biplane, but a... Okay. That bump there. That's where we're going to start. I mean, actually, we should probably build it at, like, sea level, maybe, almost. On the front, sticking out. It's a great choice of music for today. Right. Let's build out from here. So, build... And I would like, if I could have some wooden blocks. Not that one. Wooden beam. I would like put wooden beam like that. Also, we got new textures for wood, by the way. I don't know, they're still growing on me. I'm still working on it. I'm not sure whether I like them or not. It's going to take some getting used to. Okay. So this is going to be our platform. In front of this platform, we're going to put 3 targets, one of which is going to be made of wood, one of metal, and then one should be made of... probably like a layer of light alloy with some wood and stuff. Basically, so we can test penetration, because there's like a timed shell, which can detonate after it goes in something. So you can like have like the outside of the ship here, and then the rest of the ship behind. So this is like the skin, the metal edge of the ship, and then this is all the stuff inside. And you want to blow this up. You don't want your shell exploding against the metal. You want it to go in. So you can have like a shell that goes penetrate, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, bang. Beautiful, so good. We should test it out. But firstly, we're just going to build a cannon. Music's too loud. Solved. Also nearly destroyed everything. Oh, yeah, I don't know the meaning of small. Go big or go home. Go big or go get a microscope. Right. So, for a start, we're probably just going to want an engine, so I'm going to chuck down an engine block. Chuck it down here. And then... prefab. Max engine. There we go. That gives us a load of power. Resources, fuel storage, fuel processor, ammo barrels, Sabo shells. Sabo shells are basically, they rely on conservation momentum. So a Sabo shell is, you know, you can make them in this game now. Basically like a depleted uranium core, and then the rest of the shell around that behind. When you fire it, the rest of the shell breaks off. Because this breaks off and slows down, that effectively goes faster. That's the idea behind a Sabo. Right, so advanced cannon. Right, this is the advanced cannon menu. You've still got custom cannons up here, but you've got advanced cannons over here. And we need a ammo controller. This controls ammo, as you might have expected. You put it here, and it says Flak Monkey Mark 9. And there's a monkey in a little warhead. Anyway, so then you want to put an ammo customizer on. Boop, boop, boop. And these are parts of shells, a bit like you have missiles. So you can see you've got 6 things here that are all gunpowder casing, which means that it will use the gunpowder casing to accelerate the projectile. And you can make a giant gunpowder casing and a tiny little warhead if you want it to go really fast. Or you can make a 1 gunpowder casing and a lot of other stuff if you want it to go really slow, but with a big whack. The music. What is the music? Now playing. Says on the side. It's not frozen signups. I want it now. Yep. You can have it now. Though it's buggy and still being balanced, so, you know, don't like build anything important on it. So let's have like 2 gunpowder casings. You can have a Sabo warhead body, increases AP but reduces mass. Altitude fuse. Proximity fuse. Penetration depth fuse. Timed fuse. And then you get stuff like the shell nose. You can have a Sabo head, a shape charge, a composite head, a squash, and an AP cap. I'll explain all the different types in a minute. I don't know exactly what they do in game as opposed to each other yet, but I know what they are in real life. So I'm going to go get my tea. Okay. Right. So let's go to the shell nose. So an AP capped head is your most basic thing. It's an arm penetration capped head, which is a standard shell, which produces an increase in AP with a low change in shell fragmentation post armor. It's a boring standard cap. That said, it's useful. Squash head. Significantly lowers AP, but concentrates all explosive force directly behind it into a shockwave that can create interior spalling and destroy large chunks of vehicle walls. So I don't know exactly what this does in game. The armor pierce modifier is 0.3. The kinetic damage modifier is 0.4. Speed modifier 1. But it does something special. Now, what it does in real life is something akin to... Oh, I don't have anything to really explain this with. Alright, so this is your vehicle wall, right? So this is your vehicle wall. And if I hit it with... Right, my fist. My fist is like... This is another projectile. Bang! Ooh. What it will do is it will impact and then flatten and deform so it's got a massive surface area and then detonate, or it'll detonate as it does that effectively. So what you want is a really large surface area. The reason for that is it creates a shockwave. That shockwave travels in the armor because, even though it's incompressible. So what happens? Incompressible armor gets a massive shockwave in one place. It cracks. But of course, you know, metal doesn't easily crack. So what happens is this back bit of the armor, without any penetration, right? No explosion has gone through, just the shockwave is pushing through armor, hits the inside, and fragments fly off because the force needs to be dissipated. So the force is dissipated by small fragments flying off the inside of the armor. So without any actual hole appearing in the armor, you can create projectiles inside the hull, which is why in tanks these days you have synthetic fibers and stuff padded on the inside. That's not to make it comfortable. It's to make sure that if you get hit with a cannon round, the bits of the hull don't kill people on the inside. That's why we have squash heads. That's what they're designed for. Pavel, artillery basics with EE. Yes, true. Composite head. High velocity AP for thin to a medium armor that is likely to fragment if armor is too great. It's simple. It's an arm penetrating head with an explosive core. Boring. Speed modifier 1.6, so it's faster. Arm piercing modifier 4.5. Kinetic modifier 5. It seems really good, but it's standard good. Like, it's not fancy. I don't know why you'd want the AP cap over it, because the AP cap just seems better. Like, every number is higher. Low change to shell fragmentation post armor. I guess maybe the composite head... Yeah, it's like to fragment if armor's too great. So if the armor's too great, the composite head works less well. But if the AP cap works better, I think is the change. Shaped head charge. Okay, so the way a shaped charge works... no AP, but uses all immediate connected explosive charge to blast a stream of superheated, arm-piercing copper into the target. So basically you have copper, which is a fairly low melting point in comparison, which everything explodes around it. This copper is then, because of the heat, turned into a liquid and also pushed forwards, and this very fast accelerating stream of molten copper basically bores its way through the target. That's what a shaped charge is. It basically focuses the explosion into one point, and that point is directly behind this molten stream of copper, which punches a hole. That's what a shaped charge is. It effectively uses small projectile, which it forces all the explosion into, to push through armor, which is typically molten copper. Sabo head. Right, Sabo head. Highest AP, but reduces explosion effectiveness and has no chance of fragmentation post-armor. Presence its head sets explosive damage to 25%. So there's no fragmentation post-armor, and the explosive damage is reduced to 25% normal. Piercing 5.5, speed 1.8, kinetic 3.5. So, it's pretty good for all of those, but it doesn't have quite the kinetic of a composite head or anything. A Sabo head is basically something like depleted uranium, something incredibly heavy. Dense. Something incredibly dense. And then you have a small core of it, so... Like this. This is a small core of depleted uranium in a shell that might be... Now, in theory, this should go inside, but just for purpose, that would be your shell. And what will happen is, this leaves the barrel, and immediately leaves the barrel, this will break away. And this will just keep accelerating. Now, because this is broken away... The force is effectively maintained by this projectile, which means this projectile is going thin, it's going fast, and allows a very small projectile that's very dense to be fired out of a barrel. Which means that it has a lot of momentum in a very, very small surface area. Small surface area, otherwise known as sharp, also armor penetrating. Dense, high velocity, lots of kinetic energy, punches straight through. That said, it is just solid depleted uranium. It will go through, but it won't explode. That's Sabo for you. How I consider becoming a lecturer E? Tempting, very tempting, although I don't have any qualifications in artillery shells. Sabo is like a pencil, but deadlier. I think that's not a bad description, yeah. Yeah, the lead continues. And lead is heavy, admittedly not when it's graphite particularly. And the wood moves away. The problem is, Sabo is literally just, you're going to make a hole. Like, you're going to make a hole. I mean, it's going to do a lot more damage than that, obviously, because bits will be knocked off and go everywhere, and fragments from anything it hits. But it doesn't have a payload in and of itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to make... What should we make first, right? I think we should make something standard first. I am Lock, subscribe for tomorrow. Thank you very much, I am Lock. Railguns use engine power. Yeah, Bodog, they use quite a substantial amount. Can you make the shell longer? Yeah, you can. You can make the shell much longer. The reload time is massive, though. So what should you make first? Saber doesn't have to be fin stabilized, but some are. Yep. Mac. We could make a Mac. The Sabo shell only has a kinetic damage modifier of 3.5, whereas if we look at something like the AP capped head, it's got a 5. Wait, 4. It's a 4. The composite head is 5. So the composite head has the highest kinetic damage modifier. The Sabo head goes faster though, at 0.8. So we'll use a Sabo head, right? Then we'll use... we're making a Mac. Solid warhead body. Solid warhead body. Adds a large amount of mass for kinetic damage and allows for faster flight. And I'm only having one gunpowder case. Oh no, can we make it without any gunpowder case? Yes. Expected muddles velocity, 0 meters per second. Okay, so this shell has no propellant. No, we can't make it this big. It needs to fit in a 4-meter clip. Will you fit in a 4-meter clip? Let's find out. I can have... There's still a bug. I can have multiple Sabo heads. Watch. Sabo head, Sabo head. But then, you know, that's what it's all about. Being the dev branch and all. There we go. What's the length of the... If we go for... 6 gauge increases required. Okay, if we have 6 gauge increases, the optimal barrel length is about 30 meters. Propellant burn is 0. Length of shell rack needed 5 meters. There isn't one. Do we have a 4 meter? Yes, if we go for 5 gauge increases. And 6. Yeah, no, it'd have to be 5. It'd have to be 5. So you see, it says that length of shell rack needed 4 meters. There is an 8 one coming, but currently there's only a 1, 2, and a 4 meter shell rack. Shell length just shy of 4 meters. Ammo part cost 40. Reload time from clip is 30 seconds for the clip to go into the barrel. Time to pass shell to ammo clip, so that's from the ammo creation to the clip itself, a minute. Cooldown after firing 0. Now this is a great thing, right? Because the barrel is not heated up, because there's no gunpowder, and because apparently there's no projectile moving in the barrel, although there will be, it's expecting there to be no heat. Also, no recoil force, no kinetic damage, no arm penetration. We'll show them. I need to... Thank you. Back out. Right. Should we make it on the turret? We could make it on the turret. Why not use Sabo Warhead Body? Increase AP but reduces mass. That's the issue there. We'll put a few Sabo Warhead Bodies on. Oh, I put Sabo Warhead Body on the nose. Let me just alter that. Right, so back away. Now, I will need shell parts. Various shell parts can be put together. Right, so we need 40 for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's to make 1. Be Feed output, ammo router. Event for routing ammo cables from constructibles to subconstructibles. If you want to ammo feed from a hull to a turret, you'll need one on the hull and on the turret. These can be placed anywhere. I'm not really sure why they exist when you actually use this anyway, which is supplies ammo to the input feeder via a transport tube. But I'll put one down for good measure. And then I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. The reason being, my God, we're going to need that many, if not more. Right. Advanced firing piece. This is our advanced firing piece. Barrel. Muzzle brake. Bore evacuator. The bore evacuator prevents gases from leaking back into the firing piece. It provides a modest reduction in cooldown time. Cooldown modifier, 0.9. Interesting. I don't need it. My barrel doesn't get hot, apparently. This reduces recoil. We don't need any of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now, I'm going to put on Advanced Cannon Railgun Charger. Not connected to firing piece? Really? Oh no, it's Railgun Magnet Attachment Fixture. There we go. We'll come back to this in a minute, but that's basically our railgun component. I also need a gauge increase. Left-right splitter. Now, the thing is, I think they have to be placed here. I don't think you can change the gauge increase anywhere else. I think it has to be on the back here, which is odd. I'm not sure if it's meant to be that way or not, because that's not connected, right? So it has to be on the rear. And we needed, what was it, 5. 1, 2, 3. 3 on each side. Let's go have a check over here. We set it to 0.33, which required 5. Okay. So let's turn off that. Get rid of 1. 0.348. We'll have to see if that's okay. I'll put a cooling unit. Cooling vents heat and decreases the cooldown time of the barrel, allowing faster firing in certain circumstances. So we'll put one of those on just to make it even. I don't know if we need the heat or not, but whatever. So the shells load magically. No. We're going to move to the shell stuff in a minute. So what we want now is a mantlet. You've got different mantlets. These basically allow you to move the barrel around. So you've got an omni mantlet, which is 1. If we put that on, which way around do you go? That way around. Boop. And then if I come over to it, take control, you can see we can move the gun around a little bit. Not very much. Then you've got the 1 meter elevation, which I've got on the wrong way around. There we go. Which allows you to go up and down. Then you've got stuff like the 3x3 Omni, the 3 tool elevation mantlet, and then you've got the 2 tool AA mantlet, which is pretty cool, I think. If I had it on the wrong way around, right way around, sorry. There we go. Which means you can go. Can I get you to point upwards? Yes. I like that one. It's pretty cool. That's basically so you can have awesome AA guns. But if we switch back to using, say, a 3x3 Omni Mantle, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, because we've blocked these. So we'll have to see. Can we build through these? No. Okay. We're going to have to switch back to using a elevation mantlet. There we go. Okay. So this allows us to elevate up and down a little bit. Oh, that said, it might limit our side-to-side movement quite massively. Do you say how much you limit? Here we go. Between 1 and 5 degrees. Whereas if we went for this one, between 5 and 20 degrees. And I would like a little bit of sideways ability to fire. Not much, but it's a little bit. Plus, railgun. It's going to be a flat trajectory anyway, because it's going to be going fast. Let's just switch to a normal mantlet for now. Okay. Now, to put, like, ammo into the gun, you need autoloader. We need a 4-meter autoloader. Not shells in not racks. Then we need to put in a clip. Make sure it's the right way around. There we go. Not shells in 3 racks. And then, if we go to ammo input feeder, we've got, what, 4 over there? Can I attach them on top, I wonder? 1. Not connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you connected? Yes. Right, and we can connect like this. Shells racked 0. So it's not racking shells currently, which makes me wonder why. Because they are connected, and my suspicion is that the shell diameter is too large. Let's check. If we take you up to 0.4... Length of the shell rack needed 5 meters, yeah. So our shell is currently too large. We're going to have to decrease the size. There we go, and you can see it's now being loaded. So we can actually see the shells coming in now. But I think the shell is back to front. Yes, it is. There we go. There are shells in 3 racks. You're not connected? Maybe you think you're the wrong way around. Now, sadly, this 6-way connector, I don't think is a 6-way connector for, like, the gun itself. I think it's just a... Well, now I've got debris to... God damn it, debris. I think it's a 6-way connector only works for the magnets. But we'll check. We'll just 6-way back somewhere. And then I will... Autoloader, 4-meter autoloader. It's connected. Okay, cool. Clip, 4-meter. And input feeder. And I'm going to quickly jump out so that I can go to the map mode and I can end the Mukujin's life. Bye-bye, Mukujin. Bye-bye. Tiny starter raft. Okay, so you can see this filling with projectiles. Now, 1 shell with total volume of usage of 30%. 2 shells in 4 racks. There we go. Five shells racked. Now I'm wondering why we've got such a slow reload time, because we have got 4 attached. Let's check. We should get one in a second. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I think we should have got a shell built by now. Okay, so it's only like 40 something. Possibly more ammo parts are needed. Let's have a look at this. Time to pass shell to ammo clip. 60 seconds. In which case that's not too bad. That's not out at all. 60 seconds to pass the shell. Total parts cost. Oh. More than we actually have currently. If we just attach more of these, how does that affect it? Doesn't really. Okay. It's expected to be slow. Now, by the way, if you hit this with a round, this clip will explode. With everything inside it. Everything in there will explode. Right. So currently if we fire it, nothing will happen. However, if we were to add this, which is the railgun component up the side of the barrel, railgun speed increase 0 because there's no power in the railgun. However, if we add a railgun battery, I actually want to be able to see what's in those boxes, so I'm actually going to delete this back bit, because I want to be able to see those boxes because they look cool. But yeah, if we put the batteries up here, and then we put... We're going to need a target predictor, actually. Problem is, I don't know where to put the target predictor anymore. Guess I'll put it on here. Boop. Now, we need... Advanced Cannon Railgun Charger. This charges the batteries. And you want as many of them as possible. So, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And you can see that our engine is now being used. And you can see that the barrel is starting to spin. This is because we are now charging. And the barrel is building up a charge ready to fire. Now, it entirely depends on how much charge we can get. And I want a lot of charge. This railgun is going to be hilarious. Okay, so what have we got so far? Railgun speed increase. That's not enough. That's like 200 meters per second. No, that's not what I want from railgun. Bigger. Bigger. Oh, I didn't do the bottom level. Oh, okay. Blocks. There we go. Now, prefab. White prefab. So right now, railgun speed increase is now exceeding 300 and... Oh, we're up to 357.5. Recoil force is in the region of 1.7 meganewtons. Railgun charge, 0.12 million joules, I assume. Shell diameter, 30 centimeters. So we're firing a shell like that, with a length of 3.5 meters. This isn't big enough. Wrong button. I'm just going to declare it now. This is not big enough, so we're going to make it bigger. It's going to clip there. Okay. That'll work. There's a good thing in my series that I'm planning on making a stationary base next, because that means I can give it ridiculous cannons. I'm like a child in a candy shop, really. By default setting, I'll be honest. Activate child in candy shop mode. Okay, right, let's get this set up. And fire it. But I want to be able to get the max speed out of that railgun, because we've gone for an entirely kinetic projectile here. Oh. Right. Where is that prefab? Oh, I can hear my CPU starting to heat up. One, two, three. And... oh, slow down. There we go. Okay. How much are we up to now? Speed increase. 575.3. Half a kilometer a second. That's not fast enough. Honestly, that is not fast enough. Okay, what happens if I add gunpowder? Shell rear, all parts, gunpowder casing. Gunpowder casing. There we go. 3 gunpowder casings. I probably want another solid body. Solid, 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 solid. Length of shell rack needed. Oh no, I've got this down here somewhere. Shell length. Yep. Expected muzzle velocity. 135. Expected armor pierce is 5.4, and that's without the railgun. Okay, let's check what its speed is now. Railgun charge. 1/3 of a million. Speed increase. Recoil force. Inaccuracy. Okay. Let's give this puppy a whirl. Bye, Captain Biscuits. Right, I need to stand somewhere where I can... Hup! There we go. Can I fit in here? Yes. And... fire. Pretty good. I want to find out what range it can go to, so I will need to put an AI module down. AI mainframe. Boop. And... fire. Oh god, it's reloading. Fire! Really? Can I not fire? What am I waiting for? Are you still charging? You're fully charged. I cannot fire. Why can I not fire you? Why is it not firing? Oh! Cooldown. Ha! Nah, 2-minute cooldown on the barrel. Thank you, chat. We should do something about that. Gauge cooling unit. Yes, and we're going to put it here. I know it gets rid of a little bit of power, but we kind of need to. Cooldown is still 2 minutes. That can't be right. Also, would anyone like a 6-barrel minigun railgun? And notice it's now filling up with smaller shells. Disco Hydra. Cooldown only updates after you fire. Okay, cool. Okay, so it should be good. So I'm just wondering how this works. So let's try firing it. Okay, so we're pretty far. Now the question is, does this fire like a minigun or anything? Cooldown, 3.17 seconds. That's pretty good. Railgun speed increase. What? 4 kilometers per second. At that speed, when we fire the projectile, it should turn to liquid in midair. Holy crap. The railgun isn't charging fast enough to fire the multiple shots from multiple barrels. That might well be what it is. However, which is a button to pull up the... I can't remember what the button is. Which button is it to pull up the distance from mainframe? The AI button. Which is AI? Oh my god, I haven't played this game in like a week and I'm forgetting buttons. AI. Bigger engine probably make a difference. No, it will actually. Yeah, we're limited by our engine. You're right. Utterly right. Well, we can alter that really easily. Refab. Max engine. C. Okay. Got a build mode. Fire. Yeah, engine's not even, like, remotely having trouble right now. Yeah, we can fire pretty fast now. Also, look at the lovely... This is probably one of my favorite things about this update, right? If you look at the barrel, you'll see this distortion go, boop! Watch. Oh, it's so awesome! The shockwave, you can see the shockwave in midair. Okay, right, let's fire one and get the, Are we fully charged? No, we're still not fully charged. The railgun speed doesn't... It can't get the power fast enough. There we go. 4 kilometers per second. Fire. $30 kilometers. 40 kilometers. 50 kilometers. We could probably fire across the map. We could, like, literally engage things across the map. Not that we're accurate enough. Target practice. Yeah. 80 kilometers. 100... Who needs cruise missiles, man? Who needs cruise missiles? 120 kilometers. Then it despawns. Pretty good. Right, so let's just set it back to a smaller barrel. Are you fully charged yet? Oh, we're loading shells. Oh, yeah, of course. We're going to have to make shells again. Oh, they'll get there. It takes 15 seconds to load a shell. Well, a minute, but we've got 4 of them. I just made a railgun for interplanetary. I think Adam might be right. It's a railgun for interplanetary. We just shoot other planets, just blow them up. There we go, okay. Reload. Well, I've got them in the clip, we just need to get them in the gun. Give it time. Right, what have we got? Speed increase, 664 meters per second. That's pretty good. Shell diameter, shell length. Arm piercing, 31.8. Kinetic damage, 17,500. Speed is 800 meters per second. We'll make it to something like 20 kilometers. Reloading. Okay, now time to shoot a target with it. I'm gonna have to go build something. I'm building the Death Star to celebrate the new Star Wars trailer. Very tempting, very tempting. It was 4 kilometers because I had a much smaller projectile. Collar, I basically made the projectile a lot smaller. .664 meters per second is a really low muscle velocity for a Sabo. No, you're right, it is really low, but the thing is, it's a projectile which is like 30 centimeters wide, 3 meters long. There's only so much energy that we can put into that projectile. Okay, I'm gonna stop in a second and start building a structure. Bam, that's good enough. Right. I don't want to build over there. You object. Fortress. I want to build where I am. I want to build where I am. I want you to show me. Oh, do I have to go like this? Gotcha. I can't spawn an enemy ship because the enemy ship will just kill us because we're not protected against any fire or anything. This is a test, so I will need to just put up like a block of wood and a block of metal and a block of whatever, and then we'll fly the camera and have a look. Yeah, the kinetic energy is something like 17 kilonewtons. Well, kilojoules, sorry, not kilonewtons. Right, how... Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Okay. Block. Metal. Metal beam. Okay. So this is going to be the metal. I should probably mirror. The metal target. One, two, three, four. How many layers thick is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 10 layers of metal. You know, I can't bother with 10 layers. Let's just do 5 layers. It's so much simpler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right. Do 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 do. Ah, bollocks. Fill that. Fill that. And fill the insides. Ah. Whoop. Hello. Fill. 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 There we go. So that's our metal target. We're also going to put down a wooden target. Because it will be funny. No other reason, it will be funny. And there we go. So this is a very important test for science, okay? Science needs to know these answers to these questions, right? How deadly is our railgun? Very, very important scientific topic. Do 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 do. Right, so fill, 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 fill. Oh, bollocks. Oh well, it'll do. Right. I would need to teleport back to my structure. I want to know what my projectile is. I want you to show me. I want to see the hole this makes. I want it to blow up. Why is there no hole? Where's the hole gone? Is it just moving too fast to do collision detection? Or is it the arm penetrations just like, yeah, it just went through. Oh, hello. So it went through 5 layers of metal fine. I think it's missing. Hey, welcome back, super cool player. If you make the barrel longer, it won't make the projectile go faster and more accurately. No. The way it works is you have a certain amount of propellant, and the propellant will be used up after a certain time. If the projectile's still in the barrel, it will push it further forwards. If the projectile's out of the barrel, the bit of propellant it expels afterwards is effectively wasted. Let's fire again. Yeah, with 30 arm penetration, metal is... What arm penetration are we? Ah! Need to zoom out. Cooldown's 22 seconds because we've got so many things. That's actually really helpful. Inaccuracy of 1.3. You'd think this would still be accurate enough to hit that target. It just is missing. That's just not allowed. Switch to a squash head. But that uses explosiveness. It doesn't use the kinetic energy. I'll fire one more shot, and then we're gonna switch up the ammo type. Also, we'll check the metal. Tempted to shoot the wood, but it would just do nothing. The wood would just disappear if it gets hit. It's got another hole! Yeah, it's still doing like crazy amounts of damage. Right, let's unhook our camera. Yeah, it doesn't matter what was there. Should we increase the thickness of the metal? It would take a while. I can't be bothered. I think we've confirmed that the metal is OP. Let's try the 6-barrel variant then. Yeah, let's try the 6-barrel variant since that is, you know, the easiest to do up. Barrels, there we go. Now, how many shells we got loaded? 4 shells. 7 shells. Is there a way to introduce the accuracy? Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of things, but the main one is you can put stabilizing thins on the warhead. Slows it down slightly. This is not particularly inaccurate. The recoil force is incredibly crazy. What is the cooldown? We don't know, so I'll have to just try firing it. Hi. Oh, that missed. It doesn't matter. 5 layers of metal. Five layers of metal, and it's still... Oh, this is the beauty of railguns, right? You don't need a large projectile. If this was on a ship, yeah, the ship would do a backflip. It doesn't matter what gets in the way. Gonna die. Why would I need that large warhead? Let's check what its actual stats are. Kinetic damage. Its kinetic damage is 13,355. It doesn't need to be large. It needs to be a tiny projectile. My God. Wow. And the arm penetration is 150. AP. Right, so what is the current issue? Is it cooldown? Cooldown 1.97, 2.14. Does that mean I can just, like, fire repeatedly? Reloading. What is the reloading issue? Is it the charge? no. Charge is still building up. But it won't stop it from firing. So what is the issue? We have got the shells racked. Right, let's set the desired shell gauge. I would like the desired shell to be 6 centimeters, right? The smallest shell possible. Those are our new shells. Much smaller. This is even more kinetic damage, and the armor penetration is 1,750 with a speed of 44 kilometers per second. Now, the reason it didn't do armor penetration on the shots over here is because the railgun capacitor was not loaded. It couldn't get the charge fast enough. If you check, it's still charging, it's still charging, it's still charging. And it doesn't matter where we shoot now. Everything is going to melt. Like, look at that. What's the accuracy now? 0.31. I can actually start almost aiming at certain points. Like, there we go. I can aim it there. Bam. There we go. We've created a railgun sniper. And the great thing is, you could make a slightly smaller version of this, right? It doesn't need to be this powerful. You could make a slightly smaller version of this, and it would be amazing, just as this current one is. I mean, if we pull out, right? This is not insane in size. It's very large, but it's possible that this could fit on a ship, right? This isn't crazy. This is big. Don't get me wrong. It is a very big design, but it's not, you know, impossible to have on a ship. We could quite literally have this on a ship and be firing these projectiles and have them going super, super fast. What's the recoil like? Do you really want to see the recoil? The recoil force is 250,000 newtons. That puts us somewhere in the range of... Right, a newton is the ability to give a kilogram of mass an acceleration of 1 meter per second. So this is the same force as moving 28 tons under gravity. This is enough force. If you fire this gun downwards, you would have enough force to temporarily make yourself weightless if you were in a 28-ton truck. That's how powerful this gun is. Yeah, this is a little bit on the crazy powerful side. So why don't we try a normal cannon, or we can make a scaled down version of the railgun suitable for a ship. It's up to you. Test it versus a shield. Yeah, temporarily we'll just chuck a shield over here. That's a good question. What will it do versus a shield? I think that's a question that has to be answered. And then we'll do the railgun or ship railgun or a scaled down cannon. Everyone wants a ship railgun. Okay, we'll do a ship railgun. I'm going to test this out first. I'm also going to grab like a microwave burger or something because I'm starving, but I want to continue the stream. So don't mind, I will be eating a burger on stream. No, not that one. That one. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Right, resources. Fuel storage tank. I would like miscellaneous shield projector. Max that out, max that out, max that out. Now, it is a flat shield, which has run out of power. Why have you run out of power? Really? Not enough to sustain you? I'm repairing from over... What? What is my repair range? Is it relative to the camera? It must be relative to the camera. I'm actually repairing it right now. Seriously, why am I not building? Why is the shield not up? Lucy James, dibs on having first railguns, seeing it doesn't matter where you... We're on the map, just for laughs. Tempting, but I don't know. I might make it once and then just stop. Because it'd be OP. Why isn't this appearing? Is something wrong with the engine? Must be. Fine. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Refab. Max engine. Well, now it's working. Now it's not working. What the hell? It said it had power. And then it didn't. I'm so confused. Max engine. Oh, wrong way around. Okay. Annoying, but oh well. Right. Let's finish this puppy off. Doesn't matter. Shield can't stop it. Now, if I was to put a firing delay the second so that we actually got some charge in. It's not enough to penetrate armor completely, but it is enough to do some really deep damage. We'll get it. Just imagine the AI using these things. Yeah. Can't wait to put them on my ships and have the AI just take control. Not have to have me doing the shooting. Bye, jockey. That said, I don't seem to be able to hit this. Come on, take out the last support strut. Don't know, don't mind. I know I can go straight through a wooden. The Deepwater Guard is just not going to survive any future contact ever again. I mean, they were already pretty boned, but now... Wood ships are dead. Bam! That's how it's done. Sounds a bit weedy. Yeah, we'll just like stick a speaker on that every time we fire goes boom. But no, yeah, no, just because it's a tiny projectile. Okay, let's make a ship and put it on a ship, or we could just retrofit a ship. What are we gonna need for it? I mean, big bang capacitors, the smallest projectile possible. Firing every something like 3 seconds with an engine to power up the accelerating barrel. The longer the barrel, the better, because that way we can have more magnets attached to it. No, I don't want to use something like the Up in Smoke. I want to use something reasonably sized to try and make a compact-ish railgun. You know, nothing that has to be on a something that can be on like maybe a cruiser or maybe a slightly smaller like a destroyer as a main weapon on a destroyer though. Okay, I'm going to need to jump down from here, I think. Whee! Big cat, little meow. UKC James is right, although the little meow is still enough to be able to destroy anything. For God's sake. It's not going to ruin campaigns necessarily. I mean, that's a very big target. And remember, if you're using advanced cannons, anytime you hit the clip, things will blow up. Horribly. We'll use metal blocks. Okay. I would like a new object, new vessel. Block. Metal beam. Or I could rip the guts out of an existing ship, but I don't think I have any in the destroyer size. Because I wouldn't want to use a David Potter because it's too big. It's a cruiser. And I want a destroyer. My current escort frigate is too small. Okay. A little bit longer, and then we're good. Okay. Go out in front. Oh, bit of a slow down there. There we go. And we'll go further back a little bit. Okay. So this is where we're going to have the guts of our ship. Now, with a railgun, it's probably going to need to be stationary and not turreted. Which is, you know, disappointing, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. We need an engine. Big engine. Big engine. Lead for the bottom to make it unable to tip over from recoil. Yep, yeah, I will do. Engine block. Prefab. Max engine. My name is Max Engine. And unfortunately, I'm clipping to the side of your ship. That'll do. This is not going to be optimal by any means. I'm just making effectively a hull on which the rest of this can sit. Fuel, blah, 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 blah. Max power. Okay. Railgun. Okay. Clip below. Into the deck. I'm honestly thinking that's probably the best idea. Right. We need advanced cannon. 1 meter shell. Not a big shell. It's a tiny shell. And then autoloader, 1 meter shell. And then advanced firing piece. Then left right gauge increase. And on this I just want cooling units. Because it's going to heat up quite a lot. Then I would like elevation mantlet on its side. Can I do that? We'll see. We've got to place down railgun magnet attachment fixture, or yeah, that one. Oh, you can put one above it. This is gonna be crazy. I shouldn't put one above it, but I could. No, don't. I'll take more charge. I need the charge. I would also like a... barrel. There we go. Muzzle brake. Cooldown time. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And at the end, I now have a bore evacuator. Prevents gases from leaking back in the firing piece. It provides a modest reduction in cooldown time, but prevents a weak spot in the barrel. That is fine because it's on the end. Oh. Has to be early on. Maybe? No, it can go there. Okay, so I've got 2 of those on. That should decrease the cooldown quite significantly. Now, target predictor. Battery. Yep, this is going to be pretty good. Okay. Now, I've got to make sure it can recharge fast enough, otherwise it's completely useless to us. So, charger. Hey, kitty. Do you want to talk to me? I can hear you. Oh. Right. How many more have we got to do? Underside of this side, and then we're done. And the bottom. That's enough. Not connected to firing piece. Oh, we'll sort that in a second. Why are you not connected to the firing piece? They need to be connected to this, maybe? Sure, if I put a 6-way connector here, would solve everything. How long is this taking to charge? Way too long. Way too long. We want to be firing much faster than this. Much faster. Yeah, this just won't cut it. Okay, so each, let's have a look at what increases that. Charge railgun battery. Battery stores power. Place these, blah, 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 blah. On side the firing piece. Can you connect the charges directly to a 6-way connector? I don't think you can. We'll try it. Not connected. Nope. You have to turn them to a battery. Let's just chop off a good chunk. That look how much charge it's still storing. We only got to like 14,000 in the time frame I would consider reasonable. So let's chop off this. Which means I can always put them back, right? This is easy enough to just put back in. Right, so we've currently got 42,000 charge in there. Let's put an ammo thingy at the back. Bum 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 bum. Ammo controller. And I would like customizer. I probably don't need a fancy shell. That said, extra mass is good. Right, so gunpowder casing. Not really necessary. I'm going to be firing when we're fully charged. That said, one gunpowder casing does increase the speed quite a lot. So we'll do one. Then solid body, solid body. Sabo, Sabo, Sabo head. And I'm debating giving it fins. Only slight effect to the speed. What's the expected velocity of this? 75 meters per second. Subnautica won't play on my computer for some reason. It will play, but it's got this judder every, I don't know, 8 seconds or something that seems just weird, and I couldn't record it. That's meant to be solid body. Sorry. Solid, 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 solid. There we go. We've got fins at the back. Solid, followed by 2 sabos and a sabo head. Okay. And then I need parts. And then output. And then I would like ammo inputs. Ammo, feed input. There we go. One, two, three. How fast are these racking up in storage? We have ammo. We're out of ammo. That's why we stopped. Okay. Let's put some ammo down. Ammo, 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 ammo. Resources. Ammo barrel. $20, $21, $23, $24, $25. Okay, so about every second we can fire, maybe every second a bit, and we should have full reload. Right. Desired shell gauge, minimum. Railgun speed increase is still ridiculously high. In theory, an AI could also take control of this. I've yet to see if it can, so we'll give it a try. AI. Local weapon controller. Controlling a weapon. AI mainframe. Okay, so this is controlled currently by an AI mainframe. Mental note to self, important things, such as weight, have to be taken into account. We'll just strip this out because this all weighs quite a lot. And then in the bottom here, and then air, water, air pump. Right. Okay. Might need to give it some lightweight metal alloy blocks. You're still that low in the water? I just gave you lightweight metal alloy blocks. They weigh so little. Okay, I'm gonna have to put more on the prow. Frankly, armoring the prow is never a terrible idea. It's iffy. Very iffy. Okay. This'll work. Let's test it out. Come here, railgun ship. $10,000 charge I can do. Anything more than that, it's just not cutting it. We're not reloading fast enough. Mirror line. Like, we can fire pretty fast, which is great. We just don't have the ability to actually get the charge into the railgun fast enough. We're just not using it. Which I guess stops me worrying about, you know, how to get the railgun to charge faster, because it just can't. Still can't do any of that. Okay. Like, look at that. Engine isn't being depleted. Bye, Graham. Look at how much our ship moves backwards, though. Look at that. Over 3 meters per second. Overclock allows you to fire faster while the barrel's still hot. Does not affect anything else. What it does, though, is means since the barrel's still hot, accuracy decreases massively. It wouldn't affect our charge. The issue we have at the moment is getting the charge into the gun. The only issue we currently have is getting the charge into the capacitors, which is almost a moot point. Now, I can increase the number of charge thingies. Which I am doing now. Railgun charge. 18. Okay, that might work. Go out of build mode. Fire. Still a little bit on the slow side, but we are over a kilometer of speed. Okay. Hi. We're turning the ship. Right, let's get some stats. .5 kilometers, kinetic damage of almost 3,000, arm penetration of 60, fragmentation damage of 54. How far this railgun can fire? Oh, you want to find out how fast this railgun can fire? Ten kilometers. 10 kilometers. 20 kilometers. 30 kilometers. $40 kilometers. 50 kilometers. 60 kilometers. I got thrown off. Oh, hello. Grab you. What we should do is outfit it with a propeller and just take it into a fight. Just for the lols. Yeah, well, the shell went into space, yeah, but even if it didn't go into space, it would be beyond visual range. Put it that way. I could make the projectile longer. I'm not going to bother. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to put some propellers on her. Get ready for combat. Give her a combat trial. Right. What do I want? I want engine. No, I don't. I want water, and I want a boat propeller, a huge boat propeller. And boat propeller. There we go. Okay, so I want control. Do you have a controller? Share. Fire control computer. Not that I really want to be doing this. I'll let the AI take over. AI. Left right card slot. Prioritization, aim point selection. Sure, we'll do an aim point selection. Don't need anything else. Naval AI. Enter broadside range. At 40. No, broadside range maximum. Broadside angle, 0. Broadside minimum range. $500 meters? Sure, that all seems acceptable. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so got some defenses up at least. Barrel's still a little bit exposed, but what do you expect? And there we go. That's a little cage for the cannon. Okay. Spawn in something not too dangerous. And you know what that means. It means it's urchin time, baby. Urchin, 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 urchin. There you go. Take it out. Come on, take it out. We've hit it. Oh, clipped it. Oh, look at that deformation. I don't think we can handle the recoil. I think it's causing our ship to move. The urchin is taking a beating. I can't even see the projectile half the time. Oh, there we go. The problem is it's very close to the waterline, so a lot of the projectiles are just hitting the water. Oh, that was nice. The shot went in here and just ripped out a load of stuff in the center there. Oh, you can see the hole it went through. Look at that. That's the line it took. Went through there. The urchin has been taken apart, just very slowly. Destroying vessels. We'll pick something that's a bit easier to hit. And I'll spawn it pretty far away. Okay. Load vessel. I would like you to load built in on Deepwater Guard, Nita, Deepwater Guard, Marauder. Marauder. Oh, you are firing already. Okay. Any hits? Cannot tell. Oh! Yeah, I can tell. That one went straight through. Oh, it didn't go out. It didn't go out the other side. It hit the engine. Okay. So we found something that can stop our penetration power. Another hit. At this range. This is pretty good. And it's now aiming for some of the AI, I think. And this is a fairly small railgun. That said, it could do with some improvement. I think maybe a large projectile. As in length, not as in width. Length gives it more mass without increasing the resistance of the air. And it's because the charge takes so long to load up, we might as well go for a larger projectile anyway. Why have I not got a cannon? Oh, because I'm not in the right structure. Why are we listing? It'd help if we had a stable platform, put it that way. Six barrels. It would still have the same problem in that the charge in the railgun wouldn't be built up in time. That's our limiting factor, the charge in the railgun. We could fire more shots, but they would go at the very slow rate of one gunpowder casing of force with very minimal like kinetic damage. And what we're relying on right now is kinetic damage, so yeah, it would do nothing for us. But look at that. Every shot we get is pretty good. Look at these forward shots we're getting. All the way in there and took a chunk out of the gun. Every hit is really beautiful. Look at that. Every hit delivers some serious punishment. There we go. We chop the end off the gun barrel. Oh, nice. You know what? I'm going to just quickly remove your water card because you cannot be trusted. This Marauder's been taken down right now by 6 centimeter diamond projectiles. Just think about that. Well, still. A shell and explosive delay. Yeah, if we put a larger shell in with a timer and explosive delay, it would be awesome. It wouldn't get as much kinetic damage though, and that's the thing with railgun. You're relying pretty much entirely on kinetic damage. Unless you would go half and halfsies, like a half railgun that allowed it to get to the velocity and penetration. What are you? I don't know what you are. But we've turned around a little bit, so I'm going to have to turn back. Look at that. The railgun charge is 2,000. We need to stop firing, really. We need to let the charge build up. I need the charge to be nice and high. 2,000 is not enough charge. I'll put a fire delay on. Call it a 3-second fire delay. Okay. Fire. Railgun charge. Oop. Right, now we're getting about 7,000 charge each time we fire, maybe 6,000. Which means every shot is doing a substantial amount more damage. Or missing. That too. I will take control of the gun. Do not worry. We've got this. Alright, turn. Fire. Oh, nice. The issue is just getting the charge in quick enough. Because your battery can only have really properly 4 connections, because, you know, you need one to go to the next battery, one to the previous battery. That's the issue. Your railguns are limited in their fire. Oh god, no. Don't repair that cannon. No repairing cannons. Banned by international law. I'm trying to hit the cannon. Come on, let me hit the cannon. Let me hit it. Oh! Yeah, I got the barrel. The barrel's off. Awesome. I'm going to try and take out the engine. The problem is, with this caliber, I don't think we can do enough damage. Getting there, but I don't think it is fast enough. I think we might just need to go big-ass shell. I mean, look, we can see the enemy, like the seat on the other side of the enemy ship, which is awesome. But I don't think it's enough. Also, I'm surprised they haven't shot me yet. Railguns are cool, but only large scale. Yeah, I think that's about right. And they can't ever fire too fast because you're never going to get the charge in time. I mean, our one that was firing repeatedly was still only firing every, you know, 3 seconds or so, and it was very large. But yeah, every time we're going through this thing, we're doing a crazy amount of damage. You can hit their ammo stockpile with an armored shell that goes all the way through them. That's pretty cool. Maybe they're so terrified of the supreme firepower that they are rabbiting in some very rubbish, like a rabbit in some very rubbish headlights. Very true. That might be it. I somehow doubt it, but it's a possibility. Ah, I didn't want to go to the map view. Take me away. Take me back to Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me home. That said, railguns are good for doing that. Ah! Right, so, if I were to perhaps, you know, AI, weapon controller, mainframe. Wrong one. Oh no, they're outside the fortress. Oh no, they're not. Fortress... Well, it's not a fortress, it's a structure. Oh, look how far back the projectile traveled. Oh my god. They're going to get out of our line of fire, aren't they? Yeah, we can't fire at them. Too far to the side. This is where we come in. But that one needs to be on the turret. Yeah, I mean, if we were building it properly, it'd be on the turret. I mean, it would mean that all those capacitors would need to turn, which would be the biggest drawback of the entire thing. Every time I try to go forwards and I get pushed back by the railgun. So annoying. Oh dear. I'm going to take over the gun so that we don't continue firing. I need to push the Marauder. Press to replace ammo boxes. I mean, for railguns, yeah. Divine Hamster, love the sonic boom animation when it fires. Yeah, no, completely. I'm totally with you on that. That is awesome. I mean, from long range, it looks a bit ish. But from close range, it looks so cool. I need to push you so much now. You're probably going to hit land before I even get a chance. You can have a Spinal Lance type of railgun. Yeah, I mean, the issue is still there that it will take a million years to charge. It seems to be the bigger you make the charging area, the longer it takes to charge, despite the fact that you've, you know, linearly increased your capacities, etc. There's a slight increase every time you add more. Okay, let's ram the front and see if we can spin it around. Yeah, Twitch has been terrible with spam bots lately, and they haven't done anything about it, or haven't been able to do anything about it. The spam bots are real. Robots on the bottom of satellites pointing down, good for anti-submarine, good for everything. Good for everything. There we go. No, stop broadsiding. That's it, I'm ramming you. I'm ramming you. I'm ramming. Come back here. Come back here. Okay. Draw enemy vessels, and what if I were to take my camera over here, load vessel, what's it called? Not a coffin nail, that would be funny. Atlas, retrofit. Oh, look at that! Boom! Massive chunk disappears. Ready? Massive chunk disappears. Massive chunk disappears. It's beautiful. Look at that. The AO is already dead. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Coffin nail. I'm not a load of Barracuda. Would be funny, but no. Oh. Okay, well that's our platform dead. Oh, it lost a ring. Interesting. Oh, there goes the armor stockpile. I'll stand up here and repair. We're never going to get it low enough. Draw enemy vessels. If I get a battery of those to ripfire, yeah, I mean, they're fixed, so there would be an issue. But still. Now let's rebuild, and we'll remove all of these, and we'll switch to firing a normal cannon round. And for last thing we'll do today is we'll test out a normal cannon round. Because we haven't really given them a shot, and it feels a bit unfair. And they should fall to the ground. Where are they still connected? Oh, there they go. Where are you still connected? Ah, along here. Okay. Not sure where this one is connected now. There we go. How are you doing with that? Nearly done? Okay, let's put a very large shell in. So, gunpowder casing, gunpowder casing, gunpowder casing. Expected muzzle velocity. Want that a bit lower. We'll put a stabilizing fin. HE. Frag. Penetration depth fuse. Don't refer to the stat. Use this side to determine the stats of the shell for all possible shell diameters. I have no idea what that means. First surface fuse time. Okay, let's decrease that. They can explode 0.13 seconds after you hit the surface. And for the shell nose, I want a composite nose. Okay. Oh, now... How do I get rid of all this? If I was to load in something very large, it would go into degraded mode. Load vessel. My team. Beryllium. Do I have the up in smoke in here? Yes, I do. Make yourself comfy. I got you, kitty. I got you. Right. And now, it should go into degraded mode in a second.
Got a kitty. Got a kitty. Got a kitty. Best kitty. Got the best kitty.
This shell design will break part on impact and never explode. Yeah, with thick armor. Yeah, no, it will. That's the downside. With composite warhead, it will just hit the surface and explode. We're not forced degraded mode yet? Yeah, there we go. Degraded mode. Come on. Get gone. There we go. That is ammo over there, so I can't really fire it over there. Why am I building that line of... I don't want to do that. Stop it. Stop it now. I don't want these here. Good. Okay, destroy that last bit. Come on. Yes. It's going over. Right, we can destroy the up in smoke now. Yes. What? Why are we building you back again? Why do I have an alarm on? Stop building crap I don't want. I deleted these for a reason. Get gone. No! Get rid of all this crap. Also, is the up in smoke still not deleted? Why are you not deleted? You're 66 and going down, okay. Why are you building shit? Go away! Yeah, just turn off my repairs. It's not repairable. It shouldn't be repairable. There is nothing here to repair. It's not even attached to the bleeding ship. God's sake, up in smoke. Just destroy. Oh, it's falling. Falling. It's above us and it's falling. That's not a good sign. Bye, whoever is leaving. These ones exploded? I don't know, I think I deleted these ones. Really, just delete faster. Not cute anymore. It's just annoying. It's slowing my game down. Just delete. 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 Delete faster. That's more like it. There we go. Yes. You can see huge chunks disappearing. Nearly done. My God. I can see an ammo room just sitting there as well. I just wanted to build a shell. You couldn't even let me have that. God damn it, that took long enough. And my cursor unlocked from the window again. Yeah, I should have just taken it out of play and done it. Right. Now. No! I will murder you where you sleep! None of this was exploded. I dropped it all. I remember. I specifically went and dropped it all. Why are you counted as exploded? Don't. I will murder you in your sleep. Okay. 1 barrel. No limit to shell gauge. Okay, so how many shell gauges have we got? 4. Okay. So what does this give us in the way of a diameter? Shell diameter. 0.29. Okay. I think we can get rid of 1 gunpowder casing. Stabilizer fin there. And a HE there. Okay, so if I set you to be a optimum barrel length is 32 for the amount of propellant to burn. 3-meter shell rack, we're fine. We could actually go a little bit higher. Six gauge increases if we set it to 0.4. I'm not going to bother with it as it currently is. That should be fine. How long will it take to pass shells? That's the question. Okay, so 20 seconds to reload from clip, 40 seconds to pass it. Barrel cooldown time is 30 seconds. $20-second reload on that. Explosive damage 1200. Fragments 33. 11-meter explosive radius. Kinetic damage 4.4k. 7.7 armor penetrating, and the rest of it's good. Okay. I mean, it's going to be quite well. It's only 30 seconds because I've got all these cooling it down. But it will mean that it's going to take like ages to pass the shell from the clip to the actual weapon itself. Like 20 seconds. So let's go have a look. And these are the shells, by the way. They look pretty badass. That looks pretty cool. Right. Why didn't I get to control the shell? I wanted to control the shell. Gonna take 20 seconds to reload now. There we go. Firstly, I don't want a delay. Secondly, why am I not taking over the shell? Yeah, the cooldown is only for temperature is only 4.8. Inaccuracy is 0.75. There we go. It could go a long way. Bye, Wizzy. Right. Spawn me something that we can murder. Load vehicle. Nita, do what a guard. Marauder. There we go. Incoming shell. It looks like it may have gone off internally. I can't really tell. Incoming shell. Yep, I saw explosions over this side. The problem is current cannons can fire ridiculously powerful shells repeatedly because of the way they're spec'd. So they need to be balanced if so. Incoming shell. Ooh. It hits like a hammer. This isn't a particularly large cannon either. It's not. Like, it's got a long barrel. But there's not a lot to it. But it hits like a brick through a plate glass window. Oh, that landed short and bounced. Do a shell coming in soon. There we go. Shell. Landed short. I guess the answer is more cannons but slower, since they don't take up as much space, I guess. That was massively high. Have you damaged yourself or something? No? I mean, look, this cannon isn't particularly big. Yeah, nice. Now the question is, how much damage did it do? And the answer is considerable. Okay, we're going to delete enemy vessel. I'm going to teleport to the other structure. We're going to repair it, we're going to shoot it with the cannon, then we'll be done. Night, Mimmer. Okay. That's probably enough to get started with. Pop back to the structure. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Wait, no, a few seconds. And... same point as previously. I didn't intend it to be. But now we can have a look at how bad the damage is. So we've gone in 2 layers of armor. Which, considering the shell broke apart on the surface, isn't terrible. Railgun's still better in your mind? Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculously large. The problem with a railgun is I don't think that the space requirements are ever actually going to make it worth the while. I think explosive shells are always going to be better. I mean, the railgun's awesome, but the size that we needed, we could just have more of these. And they don't take up engine power. And you've got redundancy. I don't see a railgun actually being all that useful. I'd like it to be, but I don't think it is. Because the way you just need banks and banks of capacitors, and even then, you need to leave them for like 20 seconds to recharge. Whereas this, feel free to mess around with it as much as you like. For instance, one thing I will do before the end is test out multiple barrels. There we go. We're now loading. Shell diameter. 9 centimeters, roughly. Okay, so what if we switch this to 9 centimeters? Length of strike needed 1. Shell length half a meter. Expected muscle velocity, blah, blah, blah. 4 seconds. 8 seconds to pass to the clip. Cooldown is 0.9 seconds. Except for the fact that we can do it faster. Why do you need to reload? Surely you should be able to pull into each barrel. I'm not sure how to get the minigun to work. I guess multiple of these would like be able to pull from multiple different clips at once. Yeah, I guess that'd be a way to do it. That's for reference only. Yeah, I know. I set the slider to exactly the shell diameter we have here to be able to read it. I'm still confused as to why it's only firing once every very, very rarely. According to this, we can pass the bullets at a certain speed. Multiple autoloaders? Oh. Well, there we go then. We need multiple autoloaders, which we don't have. Which we can make work in a second. Oh, God. I don't mean to do that. Let's just zoom out. Right, so if I was to delete these, and then do that, yeah, Mighty Rick. Roll 20 on intelligence there. We're not pulling any more? Why are we not pulling any more? Oh, just very, very slowly. Okay. Well, let's try firing. Okay, it's firing as a shotgun. How do I change that? Do I... Firing delay? I mean, that wouldn't really... Okay, how do I get it to fire as a do instead of boom? Anyone know? Myderick, you'll let me know if you figure it out. Miss Garcinel, go sleep. You should have slept late ages ago. Why are you not asleep? Maybe if I put like a tiny little fire delay on. Right, there we go. Oh, that looked like it was a delay. There we go. Just use the fire delay. Okay, that works a charm. So yeah, the exact one to do would be something like that. I've got to say, this isn't a bad weapon. Okay. Let's fly over that. That's not a bad weapon at all, actually. I'm fairly pleased with that. Yeah, ideally it'd be 4 barrels, since I'm using 4 autoloaders, but it was just a test. Anyway, we're going to end the stream here. I've been streaming for like ages now because I've been interested about this update. But Yes, we'll end here. There will be a stream tomorrow. It'll be Roll for It happening at 7 p.m. BST, 8 p.m. Central Eastern Time, Central European Time, sorry, 2 p.m. Central Eastern Time, and 11 a.m. PDT, so Pacific Time. Hopefully see you there. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons, raising money for charity. And hopefully this update will be out soon, in which case it will be covered like hell on my channel, because oh my god, this is going to be so fun. We can have like little grenade launcher things that go it'd be amazing. But anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much to, 30 million views on the YouTube channel and 150,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. We recently passed 17,000 follows, I think, on the Twitch channel, so thank you for that as well. And yeah, I guess I will see you shortly. And there will be a stream this Saturday, and it'll be a fun stream. Stay shiny.